Civilizations rise and fall for many reasons: war, famine, collapse. But some disappear in a single day when the planet itself decides to rewrite the script. Welcome to Savage Science. Today we travel through the eruptions that turned thriving societies into ash, ice, myth and memory. If explosive history lights your fuse, erupt that like button, drop a fiery comment, and subscribe so your curiosity stays volcanic. Pompeii, 79 AD. Morning breaks clear over the Bay of Naples. By afternoon, the sun is gone, swallowed by a tower of ash soaring higher than the tallest mountains. People choke on pumice stones falling like lethal hail. Streets vanish beneath drifting grey. In nearby Herculaneum, a pyroclastic surge races down the slopes at highway speed, hotter than an oven, vaporizing flesh and carbonizing wood. We know this because the volcano preserved everything. Loaves of bread still in ovens, graffiti on tavern walls, jewellery clutched tight in final moments. Pliny the Younger, watching from across the water, described a cloud shaped like a pine tree, darkness so thick it felt like being in a windowless room, and the ground shaking beneath his feet. Vesuvius didn't just destroy a city, it froze it in time. 2,000 years later, archaeologists read receipts, recipes, and love notes, the most intimate details of a Roman day, interrupted by a planet in rage. Pompeii is tragedy, but it's also data. An entire society snapshotted in ash. Now we go back even further, to around 1600 BCE, to the island of Thera, today's Santorini. Here, the Earth didn't simply erupt, it detonated. Much of the island collapsed into the sea. The Bronze Age city of Akrotiri was buried under meters of volcanic debris so perfectly that frescoes still glow with Minoan blues and reds. The eruption hurled ash across the Mediterranean, triggered tsunamis that hammered Crete, and may have helped cripple the mighty Minoan civilization. Tree rings far away in Ireland and ice cores in Greenland record sudden cooling. Crops failed. Skies dimmed. Myths were born. Some scholars think this cataclysm echoes in the legend of Atlantis, a brilliant maritime culture swallowed by the sea, remembered only as a warning. Whether or not Plato's lost city lived here, Santorini proves a single eruption can ripple through climate, commerce, culture, and collective memory for centuries. Fast forward to April 1815, Mount Tambora, Indonesia, the loudest eruption in recorded history. The mountain loses more than a kilometre of height. The blast is heard 2,000 kilometres away. Ash and sulphur flood the stratosphere, reflecting sunlight back into space. The next year, 1816, becomes known as the year without summer. In New England, frost kills crops in June. In Europe, skies turn strange, harvests fail, and famine fuels unrest. In Switzerland, a group of writers trapped by relentless cold and gloom challenge each other to craft ghost stories. Out of that volcanic twilight comes Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Meanwhile, across Asia, famine and disease surge. In North America, failed crops push families westward, nudging the map of the United States. Tambora didn't just chill the air, it chilled economies, art, migration and politics. One eruption, global consequences. Then 1883, Krakatoa. The island explodes with a force that staggers the world. The sound is so loud it's heard across an ocean. Barometers register pressure waves circling the planet 7 times. Tsunamis devastate coastlines. Skies around the world glow with surreal, blood-red sunsets for months, immortalized in paintings and diaries. But something else makes Krakatoa unique: the telegraph. For the first time, a volcanic disaster becomes a global news event in near real time. Headlines race along copper wires. People in London, New York and Melbourne follow the story almost as it unfolds. The planet is finally wired enough to witness itself suffer. What do these eruptions tell us? That volcanoes are Earth's pressure valves, violent, spectacular, and utterly indifferent to our timelines. They erase cities, cool climates, shape religions, inspire literature, and tilt the trajectories of nations. And they are not done. Vesuvius still looms over millions. The Aleutian Arc threatens trans-Pacific aviation. Iceland's volcanoes remind Europe how fragile air travel can be. Even Yellowstone's supervolcanic history whispers about scales of destruction we can barely imagine. But we're no longer blind. We map magma with satellites. We model ash plumes with supercomputers. We drill ice cores to read past eruptions like chapters in a planetary diary. We can't stop the next blast, but we can predict, evacuate, fortify and learn. Knowledge turns panic into preparation. If this journey through ash and fire sparked your curiosity, erupt that like button, drop your hottest take in the comments. Which eruption shocked you most, and why? And subscribe to keep your feed as explosive as the planet beneath your feet. This is Savage Science, where nature isn't just beautiful, it's savagely brilliant.